Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Denali and I'm a full-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. My store and closet name is DUCHO, E-L-D-U-C-H-O, and you can find me on Instagram as DUCHO Thrift. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, and if you enjoy my What Sold videos, give me a thumbs up before you leave today. Just a quick note before we get started, I recently created a podcast called Flip the Script, and it features resellers in the community, and basically we're just having a one-on-one conversation about their journey and their business, and it's a whole lot of fun. So currently it is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify is coming soon. I keep saying that, but it is coming soon. And a few other platforms, basically wherever you can probably find a podcast, it's playing. So go check it out. I will put in the show notes a link to it if you're interested in listening. But other than that, I am back today with my What Sold video. This is for the week of the 8th through the 15th. I think that's right. No, maybe the 9th through the 15th. It'll be in the title of this video. So anyways, this is what sold during that week. So if you're new to watching my What Sold videos, I'm going to tell you what sold on Poshmark, what sold on eBay, how many items sold for that week on each one, the total for each platform, and then I'm going to tell you the 5 highest grossing items that sold during the week on both of those platforms and when I listed them. So then you have an idea of how long it took for them to sell. It was a tongue twister. Okay, so for the last week, I can't remember the dates. I think it's the 9th through the 15th, but I'm not sure. I did just over $3,500. I did $3,537.62 if you want to be exact. So on Poshmark, I did $1,345. I sold 43 items with an average sold price of $31.28. So I actually sold a lot of mystery boxes this past week. I've had really great luck sourcing, and so I put up some mystery boxes and sold a number of them. I actually still have the listing live. If you're interested in getting a mystery box, I may just keep it up there because I'm regularly sourcing, so I'm always picking up items that could be in mystery boxes. So anyways, if you're interested, check out my Poshmark closet. All right, so the first item I'm going to talk about is, I think I only wrote down 4, but I maybe can think of another one that I can add in. I know it off the top of my head, so I'm going to add in a 5th one without having it written down here. Okay, the first one is these Rafa Armbands, and I picked these up back in June when I was in Colorado, I believe. I listed them on June 10th of this year, and they sold for $30. So I'm happy with the time frame that it took to sell, and then also that they sold. I have picked up this brand and talked about it before. Rafa is a cycling brand, so I'm assuming these armbands are for cycling. And if you're curious what, sells on Poshmark, well, bicycling armbands do. So there you go. Okay, the second item that I sold on Posh was a pair of bogs, and these are kids' boots, and I sold these for $23, and I listed them on February 4th, 2019. So not a huge shocker that they didn't sell in February, but now they're selling as we enter fall and winter time. Whenever I see bogs, I shop primarily at the Goodwill outlet, so my costs are pretty low. But whenever I see bogs at the bins, that's a tongue twister there, I always pick them up. They are a really nice brand of children's boots, and generally there's not too much wear to them because some kids items, I feel like there's like one end of the spectrum or the other. It's either barely used or it's totally beat up. So anyways, I grab those when I see those. Those are one of my few kids brands of shoes that I will grab. Okay, the next item I sold is this Vince Camuto jacket, and I listed this on August 25th. 2019, and it sold for $26. I did have it priced higher, and maybe I would have liked to get a little bit more for it. I went back and forth with the person purchasing it, but I agreed upon $26, which I felt like was fair. It's a really nice jacket, so I hope whoever got it enjoys it. The next item is a Barefoot Dreams robe, and I picked this up when I was in Los Angeles. So I listed on May 7th, 2019, and I sold it for $24. And I'm happy with the price that I got for it. It was missing the belt, so that was kind of the flaw, but I still thought it was a really nice robe. And, you know, if you don't care and you're not going to have, like, your wedding photos taken in this robe, then you could just use any tie or sash around it and it would be fine. And then the other one I'm going to add in off the top of my head, I had other solds, but I'll add this one in because I can think of it, is this Top Man t-shirt, which I'm going to put up right here. I believe this sold for $15 and I listed it this past week. So I know it sold really quick this past week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't remember now. It was within the past month for sure, but I think it was in the past couple of weeks. So yeah, that sold also. Okay, on eBay, I did $2,192.62 in sales. I sold 102 items with an average sold price of $21.50. Okay, so the first item is this Burberry purse, and I sold this for $128.38. However, I wish I had gotten more, but it was pretty flawed. There was a major tear on the inside of the bag. Now, I wrote that I had this listed on January 10th, 2019. I'm not sure if that's correct. It might be correct. I think it is correct. But I wish I had taken the first offers that I had received for it, because those were a lot more than the $128 that I eventually ended up selling it at. But you live and you learn. So anyways, there was a massive tear on the inside lining. The purse was still functional technically, but it did need to be repaired. So that's why I got less for it. The next item is this 1985 Raglan Deep Purple t-shirt. It is a vintage band t-shirt, and I sold it for $90. And I listed this on May 17th, 2019 of this year, obviously. And yeah, I'm happy with what I got for it. There was like a bin with some vintage t-shirts at the bins. Bin with bin. So I was delightfully surprised when I got home to see what the comps were on this t-shirt, and I'm glad that I held out for the right purchaser. The next item I sold was the St. John dress, and I sold it for $75. Now, I believe I actually relisted this. I have down here that I listed on June 26th of this year, but that's not true. I've had it for quite a bit longer. I do think I paid up for it. I mean, I think I probably made a little bit of money off of this, but not a lot. Again, this is something where maybe I should have taken a best offer sooner, and I didn't, so it's gone now, and I can move on. All right, the next item I have is this, I think it's called Spirit of Courage dress, and I sold this for $55.99, and I listed this on September 6, 2019, and it sold really quickly. It actually sold, I think, within like a day or two. Sometimes the dates I write on here aren't exact, because it's the September 6th is actually when I photographed it and sent it to my virtual assistant, and I don't get it listed till about a day or two later. So it took less than a day to sell, and it sold full price. I had a feeling it would. When I looked up comps at the bins, all of the comps looked really great on the item. The dress is really unique looking, so that's why I felt really confident about it. So it kind of had the trifecta of all of the great things. You know, I would say this is a bolo, but this dress is like so unique that I'm not sure I or anyone else will ever find it again. But if you do, check it out, because I was tempted to keep it for myself, to be honest. It's so cool. Okay, the last item I have is this Intimately Free People dress, and I sold this for $51.50, and I listed on May 7th, 2019. I also picked this up on a sourcing trip in Los Angeles. Initially, I wasn't sure that I was going to get it, because when I picked it up, I thought, oh, this is kind of odd. It's missing the liner or whatever was supposed to go underneath it. And then I asked my friends, and they said, no, that's actually the style of the dress, which I later looked up photos of the dress, and that was the case. It is not worn with a liner underneath. I would wear it with something underneath, but somebody else didn't need to. So I was happy to see that go. And, you know, May until September is like not too long of a time frame for it to sell. But yeah. So that's it, guys. That is my sales for the week. Like I said, I did just over $3,500, which is really great. I've been working a lot, and I'm glad to see, you know, the fruits of my labor. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week and having some awesome sales and listing lots for Q4 that's coming up very soon. All right, I'll talk with you later. Bye.